You made it through check-in. The ship is waiting. Your vacation is seconds from beginning until security pulls you aside. Suddenly, everything unravels. No warnings, no refunds, and no cruise. Why? Because in 2025, cruise lines have quietly banned everyday items you probably packed without thinking. And what's on the list will shock you. Today, we're exposing the items you need to leave at home if you want smooth sailing this year. But the first one, it might already be in your carry-on bag. Number 1. Bluetooth speakers and white noise machines. Once the soundtrack to balcony mornings and the poolside afternoons, Bluetooth speakers are now blacklisted. Cruise lines say the ban is for safety emergency announcements, can't compete with someone's beach playlist. But let's be honest, it's also to keep the pool deck from turning into Coachella at sea. Even white noise machines aren't safe. Those small Bluetooth gadgets people use to sleep, gone. The only things you'll get to keep, earbuds, headphones, and maybe the hum of the air conditioner. Everything else risks a trip to the dreaded naughty room. But if you thought the sound police were strict, wait until you see what they're doing about Wi-Fi hacks. Number 2. Starlink systems and Wi-Fi hotspots. Think you're clever enough to dodge cruise Wi-Fi fees with a Starlink system or a portable hotspot? Not anymore. Cruise lines now ban personal satellites and any device that splits one plan across multiple devices. Ships actively scan for rogue networks, and if they catch you, your gear is gone until disembarkation. The official reason: these devices can mess with ship systems. The real reason: cruise lines aren't about to let you beat their $30 a day Wi-Fi packages. And if you're annoyed about losing internet tricks, it gets worse, because even your old school walkie-talkies are getting silenced. 3. Walkie-talkies and baby monitors. Back in the day, walkie-talkies were a cruise hack. Families stayed connected without Wi-Fi bills. Parents monitored kids, and groups navigated giant ships. But now, most cruise lines say no. The problem? Even low-power models interfere with the ship's emergency communication systems. Same goes for wireless baby monitors. The risk is too high, so they're off the table completely. That means it's back to cruise apps, sticky notes on doors, or brace yourself, actually knocking. But if losing your gadgets feels rough, wait until you hear what happened to boxed wine lovers. Number 4. Alcohol rules. No more boxed wine. For years, some passengers saved money by bringing boxed wine on board. That loophole is gone. Why? Boxes are harder to inspect, easy to tamper with, and messy once open. Now, the rules are crystal clear. One sealed bottle of wine per adult. No boxes, no exceptions. Beer, liquor, and seltzers already banned. And if you thought sneaking something in was clever, think again. Security has seen it all, but drinks aren't the only thing raising eyebrows. Even cabin decorations are getting passengers in trouble. 5. Pineapple door decor, the awkward symbol. What could be more innocent than a cute pineapple on your door? Unfortunately, an upside-down pineapple isn't just fruit. It's become a not-so-secret signal for swingers. The result? Enough awkward encounters that cruise lines like Carnival have banned the symbol entirely. Display one and you'll be asked to take it down, or worse, report it to guest services, even if you had no idea what it meant. But while pineapples cause confusion, another everyday essential could get your luggage flagged. Power strips. Number 6. Power strips and extension cords. Cruise cabins are notorious for their shortage of outlets. Travelers used to pack power strips and multi-plug extenders. Not anymore. Cruise lines now ban most of them, even the small ones. The reason? Fire risk. Overheating extenders can mess with the ship's wiring. What's allowed? USB-only hubs without surge protection. Everything else might be confiscated before you even unpack. And if you thought power strips were a travel essential, wait until you hear about drones. Number 7. Drones. Grounded before takeoff. For travelers who love capturing epic sail-away shots, drones were the ultimate tool. But in 2025, most cruise lines have officially grounded them. Carnival and Norwegian, total ban, you can't even bring one aboard. Royal Caribbean and a few others allow drones in checked luggage, but strictly forbid flying them on the ship. And if you think you'll just launch it in port, be careful. Many destinations have strict drone laws, and one unlucky passenger even faced arrest after flying in a restricted zone. The bottom line, your drone isn't worth the risk. Stick with your phone or a GoPro for videos. They're safer, lighter, and far less likely to get you a trip to cruise ship jail. But what about the pool? That should be safe, right? Not exactly. Number 8. Pool floats and inflatables. Cruise pools might look like the perfect place for your giant unicorn float, but staff see it differently. Floats, noodles, and inflatables are officially banned. Why? Safety pools are small, crowded, and often unsupervised. Inflatables block visibility and turn into hazards. The only thing you'll find on board: life jackets, free for anyone who needs them. So if you were hoping for those Instagram-worthy float pics, you'll have to save them for your backyard pool. But the surprises don't stop at sea. They follow you ashore too. Number 9. Sunscreen rules. Reef safe only. Heading to the beach? Better double check your sunscreen. More and more destinations like Hawaii, the US Virgin Islands, and parts of Mexico have banned sunscreens containing chemicals harmful to coral reefs. This isn't a cruise line rule. It's local law. If you show up with non-compliant sunscreen, you can be fined, turned away, or even blocked from excursions. The kicker? Cruise lines don't always warn you. It's on you to know before you go. The solution is simple. Pack reef safe sunscreen from the start. Not only will you protect marine life, but you'll avoid the stress of being stopped at the beach entrance. And while sunscreen rules sound strict, even your late-night poker game could land you in hot water. 10. Gambling. Outside the casino. Picture this. You and your friends are playing cards in a lounge, and someone suggests adding a little cash to make things interesting. Sounds harmless, right? Not according to cruise lines. Cruise ships strictly forbid gambling for money anywhere outside the casino. That includes cabins, pool decks, or even casual games in a cafe. Why? International gambling laws are complicated, and cruise lines don't want disputes or legal headache. Yes, crew members actually monitor this. Even small bets can get flagged, and guests have been written up for breaking the rule. So if you're feeling lucky, head to the casino where it's safe and legal. But perhaps the most shocking new rule of 2025 affects accessibility itself. 11. Wheelchair and accessible cabin rules. One of the biggest controversies this year comes from UK-based cruise lines, which are now enforcing a new policy. If you bring a wheelchair but haven't booked an accessible cabin, you may be denied boarding. Even foldable wheelchairs fall under the restriction. The reasoning: cruise lines say it's about safety protocols. Staff need to be certain they can assist passengers in emergencies. But for many travelers, it feels like an unfair curveball. Imagine planning a dream trip, arriving at the port, and being told you can't board because you didn't book a specific type of cabin. Cruising should be simple, but in 2025, one wrong item can turn your dream trip into a nightmare. Now that you know the rules, you can cruise smarter and avoid those costly mistakes. If this video helped you, hit that like button. It tells us we're doing something right. And don't forget to subscribe to Cruise Escape for more hidden cruise secrets, packing tips, and insider updates the cruise lines don't want you to miss. Because your next adventure starts here, and we'll make sure it's smooth sailing from the start.